It's the early way, yeah. It's the early way, yeah, yeah. It's the early way, yeah. It's the early way, yeah, yeah. What's up? I'm Early Earl. Thank y'all for sliding down into these YouTube streets and coming on down here to the early way. I'm coming at y'all with the NowThatsTV Season 1, Episode 1 review, and this is for Close Friends, and this that Big Lex show, so let's get into it. You know, we open up the show with Big Lex and Jay. They walking out of an office building, and then they hop into a Sprinter van. Once they're in the Sprinter van, they started having a conversation. Big Lex says she's excited to do her. Jay says, yeah, you're a part of the cast now, so you can really beat a bitch up whenever you feel like it. Talking about, you know, Big Lex, she was the host of her last shows. She really can, you know, fight the cast or get her hands dirty like she wanted to because she was the host. Now that she's not the host, she can really, you know, get her hands dirty, beat the bitches up if she feel like it, you feel me? Because she a part of the cast now. Big Lex talking about if she has to smack the fuck out somebody, she would. And she feel like ever since she got jumped by Jocelyn and all them, well, before that, she said bitches been coming at her on and off the network. So, you know, she ready to finally do her thing. And she did ask Jay if she's decided to be on Close Friends. Jay was like, yeah, she's ready to see what the girls are giving. And Big Lex was like, she is too. And ever since she got jumped, she been low-key. She ain't really been out and about. But she knows she happy to be filming again. She then jump in her confessionals, and the producers asked her about Jay and how she feel about Jay, or what she think about Jay. And Big Lex talking about she look better in person. She talking about Jay look better in person and no tea, no shade. That she'll rate her a good 8. And I'm like, Jay is a pretty dark-skinned girl, but the body is done and the teeth is done and she all done up. But Jay is bad, you know. Jay says, yeah, she's on whatever timing that the girls are on. And, you know, if they be nice, she'll be nice. If they be rude, she gonna get rude with them. Big Lex said they ain't even got to do that. Her patience is thin. You know, and the bitch ain't really got to do too much for her to get on their ass. She said they can do the very little and they still can get hit. I'm like, well, damn, Big Lex. You still got that anger and you go over there to Jocelyn and take that out with Jocelyn. Big Lex asked Jay about Shakira because she know that they got beef or whatever. And Jay was like, ain't really no beef. Once they get to the house, she gonna fill Shakira out, and you know they'll go from there. Big Lex agrees. She talking about Shakira all over the place, but she's good for TV, as they say. But as long as she stay in her place, everything should be all right. Big Lex did jump back in her confessional. It says that she asked the productions to, you know, surprise her with a few things. You know, throw a couple ladies in there that she don't even know about. So she really don't know who gonna be in the house or not. You know, then she tell Jay that she's excited to see Egypt. And she talking about Egypt got a nice body. You know, the body is bodying, you know. You know, and then she talking about she got a nice set of teeth. Her top row teeth is good, but the bottom row teeth look like Ebenezer Scrooge. She talking about Egypt bottom row teeth is bad. It don't look like the top teeth. And she talking about Egypt always screaming that somebody is broke and broke this and broke that. She need to fix her bottom row of teeth. And I'm like, how you excited to see that girl a bit less and you talking about her? Ain't that your friend? Ain't that your friend? We switch over to Shakira and Roxy. They're in the Sprinter van too. They taking shots of tequila, cheering to Close Friends, and waiting on the other girls to come. By this time, Big Lex and Jay, they already headed to the house, so we on another Sprinter van with the other girls. Shakira step off the Sprinter and run into Diamond the Body as she was getting on the Sprinter. Diamond the Body was like, oh, it's Miss He Knows Me. Referring to, if y'all ain't watched Deja Vu Season 2 reunion, Shakira, she was on there too, and when she went to meet Diamond, she shook Diamond hand, and she shook Gucci hand, and she was like, oh, Gucci knows me to Diamond. So Diamond was like, oh, it's Little Miss She was like, oh, it's Little Miss He Knows Me. Shakira jumps in her face and was like, Diamond, what you doing here? Why are you on Close Friends when you and Big Lex don't even like each other? And I'm like, that's true. Y'all supposed to be close friends. Why you there, Diamond? Diamond in her confessional says that she's Diamond the Body, aka DTB, aka disturbing these bitches, because that's what she came to do. She came to disturb these bitches. No one knew she was coming, so she like a surprise guest. She get on the Sprinter. She meets Roxy. You know, they start taking shots of tequila too. Then they get to talking about, Diamond get to talking about how she think this show isn't going to be like the other shows on the network. She think this show is going to be about bad bitches just vibing instead of bad bitches fighting. You feel me? So she hoped that it's different, but she got her sneakers in the bed just in case. Roxy, who is friends with Jay, y'all follow me because, you know, this is just the beginning. Roxy is friends with Jay, and she sends Jay a text message telling her that Diamond is on the show. So she letting Big Lex and Jay know that Diamond is here. We jump over to Egypt and her friend Kay. They hop on the Sprinter with everybody. They greet everybody, say hey to everybody. Roxy, she ain't even speak to their ass. She just in her phone the whole time. In her confessional, Roxy says that she don't really fuck with Egypt. And Kay in her confessional says that she thought that this was going to be like a trip for the bad bitches. But when she got on the Sprinter and Roxy didn't speak to Egypt, she knew it was going to be on some other shit. So she got her head on the swivel. She looking at Diamond and Shakira. They get on the topic of Gucci and how when they first met, Shakira's like, Gucci knows me. She says, Diamond says that her initial greeting was wrong because she was insinuating that she messed with Gucci, or she fucked Gucci or whatever. She said that they could have introduced it. She said that Shakira could have introduced herself another way. And was like, I was like, yeah, Shakira, I don't even know why you talking about Diamond. He knows me. That will put in the mind that you fucking him, or you have fucked him, or this and that and the third. Shakira was like, she was like, sometimes you got to put shit on the floor, and she put shit up. She put that on the floor, and Diamond talking about, and the floor gets mopped. I'm like, ooh. And Shakira comes back and says that and the floor gets swept too right after. I'm like, okay, so what's gonna happen? Shakira, she jumps to her confessional and says that her and Gucci never had sexual relationships. I don't believe that, because why would you be messy and say, oh, he knows me, and Gucci ain't even say nothing bad? So y'all probably did have sexual relations. Don't backpedal now. Stand in that shit. Diamond was like, it's the principle. She's in a situation with Gucci, and Shakira should have said it as if her and Gucci was in a situation too. And I'm like, that is true. Shakira, you was being messy. Diamond, she getting mad. She getting mad and talking about Gucci would never mess with Shakira. And Shakira talking about, why not? I'm brown just like you brown. And and Diamond was like, because I'm fine and you're not fine. Talking about, you like a 6, you know. They started arguing, you know, going back and forth. Next thing you know, Diamond splashes Shakira with her drink. So she threw the drink in Shakira's face. And then they started throwing drinks back and forth and this and that and all that. On the Sprinter van, mind you. Security come, you know, they get in the middle and separated. And then they still going back and forth for a while. Exhausting. Then we get introduced to Sierra. She joins the girls on the Sprinter. Then Velvet is the last of the group to come. All the girls are pretty. I ain't even gonna lie. All the girls are pretty. Some bad bitches on the bed. So all the girls on the Sprinter by now. They get on the Sprinter, they get on the road, and they head to the house. Some went on, and Roxy started arguing with Egypt and Kay about liquor. Somebody said that Egypt and Kay, they sitting in the back of the Sprinter, that they hiding liquor in the bed. I don't know. Roxy got mad. They started arguing, and security jumped in the middle of them. They arguing back and forth. So back over with Big Lex and Jay, they make it to the house, and they go find their rooms. They're the first two at the house. Big Lex looks at the camera and talking about she heard that it's a gorilla on the way. So she talking about Diamond, talking about it's a gorilla on the way and they should keep the animals at the zoo, referring to that text message Roxy sent Jay, letting her know that Diamond was on her way. So Jay, she waiting around and she noticed that Roxy is taking a little minute to get to the house, so she called her. While she on the phone with Roxy tells her that she arguing back and forth with Egypt and Kay. And Jay jumps in her confessional and says that none of her friends could ever go back and forth with two bitches. And I'm like, well, what you gonna do, Jay? What the fuck you gonna do? So, we switch back over to the other group. They still on the sprinter bus arguing. They arguing all the way to the house. They pull up at the house. Jay come out with her button on. She meets them in the driveway and she telling them to open up the door. She pulling on the door handle, telling them to open up the door. Roxy get off the sprinter, and that was the end of the episode. And that was it for that. I do thank y'all for tuning in to the early way, and until next time.